When it comes to solving absolute value inequalities that have less than, you want to do the following. If you have absolute value of u is less than a, you need to change it to negative a less than u less than a. Or if you have absolute value of u is less than or equal to a, it should be changed to negative a less than or equal to u less than or equal to a. So let's see it in action. Absolute value of 2x is less than 8. So it looks like this one here, the absolute value is by itself. So I'm going to change it to this here. I'm going to take whatever a is, which is 8, and I'm going to move it over and make it a negative 8. So I'm going to have negative 8 less than what's inside the absolute value, 2x less than 8. And then from here, I'm just going to solve for x, divide everything by positive 2. So I'm going to get negative 4 less than x less than 4. Here is my solved inequality, and my graph. It's going to be very simple. Negative 4 to positive 4. Since it's not equal to, just going to have parentheses on both of them with a line connecting, which means my interval notation is going to be negative 4 to positive 4. So this time we have absolute value of 3x is less than or equal to 15. Again, absolute value is by itself. So I'm going to take my 15 and say it's negative 15 less than or equal to the inside of the absolute value, 3x less than or equal to just 15, like so. Divide all by 3, and I'm going to get negative 5 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5. There's my inequality, and when I draw it out in the graph, negative 5 to positive 5, since everything is equal to, I'm going to put in my brackets, connect it like so, which makes my interval notation easy, negative 5 to positive 5. And there's that one. Next, absolute value of x plus 4 plus 3 is less than 5. I want to get the absolute value of r by itself, so I'm going to subtract 3 over first. So I'm going to absolute value of x plus 4 is less than 2. Oop, finish that off. And since it's less than, and I got my absolute value bar by itself, I'm going to just move it over at the 2 over as negative 2 less than x plus 4 less than positive 2. And now I will get x by itself by subtracting 4 on all sides and get negative 6 less than x less than negative 2. Graph it, negative 6 to negative 2. And it's going to be parentheses, parentheses, and draw a line between the two. And so my interval notation will be negative 6 to negative 2, all parentheses, and there's that. Last, absolute value of 1 minus 2x minus 4 less than or equal to negative 1. So to get the absolute value by itself, I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So I get absolute value of 1 minus 2x, and kind of emphasize it's an absolute value so don't confuse the 1, less than or equal to positive 3. Since it's by itself now, I'm going to take the 3 and move it over and call it negative 3. So negative 3 less than or equal to 1 minus 2x less than or equal to positive 3. Now get x by itself, subtract 1 from everything. So I'll get negative 4 less than or equal to negative 2x less than or equal to 2. then divide everything by -2. Cancel that out, so I'm going to get a +2. And since I divided by a negative, the inequality sign switches to the other direction. And I'm going to get -1 here. And again, I don't like it written like this, so I'm going to put the -1 first. And since this is pointing to -1, I'll make sure that my inequality signs are facing the same direction. So it's still the same. So here is my inequality. I'm going to draw my graph. -1, +2. Bracket with each one because it has an equal to on both, and connect them. And then my interval notation will be -1 to +2, like so.